When the female version of Ben Shapiro targets you, there's no escape. Brett Cooper is the newest rising star at the Daily Wire. Whether you love or hate her, she's become popular for making an otherwise dull channel exciting. This time, she's going after fellow Snow White, Rachel Zegler, who isn't exactly the most popular person in Hollywood right now. With her latest viral YouTube video, Brett might have just taken the crown as the queen of online drama. So, what's going on? Why is Rachel Zegler facing so much backlash online? Let's break it down.
Not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can.
Well, newsflash. People Love is officially dead. Sounds a bit extreme, right? That's why Disney's newest Snow White, Rachel Zegler, has lost a lot of public support. The drama started when a clip of Zegler's interview went viral. In it, she talked about giving a modern twist to Disney's Snow White by completely removing the male love interest. That's right, Prince Florian won't be in the movie at all. So, if you were hoping for a classic happily ever after moment, you might want to adjust your expectations. Fans were already upset about Disney making major changes to the 1937 Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. At first, the backlash was mainly about the movie's visuals, casting a Latina actress for a character originally described as having skin white as snow and removing the Seven Dwarfs entirely. The controversy blew up so much that people even started the "Disney is over" trend online. Eventually, the studio changed the movie's name to just Snow White since there was only one actual dwarf in it. Brett Cooper wasn't the only one who noticed this strange decision, and her fans quickly backed her up. Many believed Disney was promoting a movie that had nothing to do with its original title. But that wasn't even what frustrated Brett the most. What really set her off was Rachel Zegler's comment about how women don't need to find love anymore. According to Zegler, it's 2023, not 1937, so no prince saving the princess this time. She even called Prince Florian a creepy man and said the last thing she'd want in her movies is to play a character who depends on a man in love with her. And just like that, the battle between Rachel Zegler and Brett Cooper took off.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird.
In the upcoming Snow White movie, instead of marrying Prince Florian, Snow White will follow her late father's advice and create her own path. You think Rachel Zegler would avoid making the situation worse, given how much backlash was already brewing online, right? Nope. She went all in, making things even more controversial. Zegler didn't just defend the movie's changes. She doubled down, calling Prince Florian a creepy stalker who becomes obsessed with Snow White's beauty. According to her, cutting his character was actually a public service for women. Oh. That's a surefire way to get canceled, at least by one side of the internet. Yikes. And of course, Brett Cooper wasn't having any of it. She clapped back at Zegler, criticizing her for assuming that all women are done with love and no longer want to build a life with men. According to Brett, this whole idea of rejecting romance is just a passing trend, and clearly not everyone is so over it. Brett's response instantly made her a favorite in the comment section, and just like that, the drama kept growing.
My campaign.
I am. Why do they look so smug? They both have that look on their face, just like the feminists, like, yeah, we're so much better than you.
Snow White can be a strong, independent leader and still have a love story. One doesn't cancel out the other. In the original tale, she marries Prince Florian, and that never stopped her from being a beloved character. But Rachel Zegler seems to believe that love and leadership can't coexist. Brett Cooper wasn't about to let that slide. As a successful child actor, a highly educated woman, and now a host on the Daily Wire, she has proved that women can girl boss and have romance too. Fans quickly pointed out how Zegler's comments seemed like a huge generalization. After all, many women balance careers and relationships just fine. Both Zegler and Gal Gadot, who plays the evil queen, have done multiple interviews about making the movie more relevant for modern audiences. But their words didn't sit well with the internet. Some believe Zegler is in her flop era, attracting backlash at every turn. Many critics argue that the Snow White cast misunderstood the assignment. Fairy tales are timeless for a reason. That's when Brett Cooper and the Daily Wire decided to take matters into their own hands. Instead of just criticizing Disney, they made a bold move, creating their own live-action Snow White film, titled Snow White and the Evil Queen. And guess who's playing Snow White? None other than Brett Cooper herself. This unexpected announcement shook the internet. While the Daily Wire's movie will only be available on their kids' platform, Bentkey, there's a chance it could get a wider release. Fans were impressed by the first trailer, praising how it stayed true to the classic story. Unlike Disney, the Daily Wire's version includes the Seven Dwarfs, a detail that Disney controversially removed in an effort to avoid stereotypes. But in doing so, they took away roles from actors with dwarfism. Of course, the internet is divided. Some believe Brett Cooper is just using this as an opportunity to take shots at Zegler, while others think Disney's Snow White deserves the backlash for straying too far from the original. But one thing is clear, the Daily Wire has gained a lot of attention. Shockingly, Disney has now delayed Snow White's release from 2024 to 2025. Rumors suggest that they're trying to avoid the online battle between the two versions. And financially, things aren't looking great. The movie would need to make over $340 million just to break even, and production costs could still rise. With growing calls to boycott Disney, some fans are thrilled that someone is finally standing up to the company's changes to beloved classics. So, whose side are you on, Team Zegler or Team Cooper? Let us know in the comments below.